Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys questions on TikTok to see what questions you may have about being a teen mom or a young mom. So I picked a couple and I'm going to be answering them for you. So the first question that I got was, how did you know you were ready to have a baby? Honestly, the truth is, I feel like you never really know when you're ready to have a baby. I could have had my first child at 30 versus 19 and it'd be the exact same thing. Like, there's no rule book or instructions on how to be a parent. So, and I feel like just because you're like a young parent versus an old parent, it doesn't make you a bad parent. Next question. What was the hardest thing you went through? I had a really bad kidney infection. I think that was it. I also felt like alone in my pregnancy, even though like I really wasn't, but I think it's just like that's how I felt before, so it just felt worse like when I was pregnant. Next question is, how did you tell your parents? I actually made a onesie for them, and I'll put a picture here of the onesie. And I got scared to actually give my mom the onesie, and I told my sister the day after I found out. So like 2 months passed and I finally texted my mom I texted my mom while I was at work the picture of the onesie because I was scared. And then she was like, or she told me simply to come over after work. She was making food for me, and that was that. They were mad. The next question is, what did you expect during pregnancy or after birth? During my pregnancy, I feel like I was ready for like my friends to be excited, and like I was just expecting a lot, but really it was like the opposite. Like I couldn't go out and like people became distant, which is like a good thing because I feel like it really shows you who your friends are in a sense. And then after birth, it was like kind of sad because after birth, like you just pushed out a kid and there's like people, like 2 people came unannounced to the hospital. Like people would just come and go, and it was just kind of annoying because I woke up and I was taking a shower, and then I come out of the shower and there's like guests there ready to see my baby, and I'm just like, I also felt really sad because it's like everybody was congratulating me, but it was more so like, oh, I want to pay attention to the baby, and like nobody was like there for me. So I think that was in a sense one of the hardest things. And like obviously like you need to grasp it, like you just gave life, like wow, like you did this incredible thing. But it just kind of sucks when everybody's like, where's the baby? And you're just like chapped nipples, titties leaking, like yeah. So the next question was, how did you choose who you wanted in the room? I knew obviously I'd have Walker in the room, but I also knew that I wanted my mom in the room. And then so it was just Walker and my mom, and then my little sister, she was in the waiting room all this. I think she left with my brother because her and my brother were there, but I think they left, and it was just us because it just felt really crowded. And then 3 other nurses, I think it was like a total of 5 nurses maybe, came in, and I don't know, we kind of just talked about who would be in the room. Like me and Walker got on the same page of who would be in the room, and I just felt comfortable with who was in the room. So it's, I don't know, I feel like you have to be really strict on who you want in the room, as well as be strict on your visiting. I also want to make this very, very clear. I feel like the most important thing when you're pregnant is embracing your pregnancy, because when I went to the doctor for my first ever visit, my doctor's nurse was kind of like judging me in a sense, because I remember she asked me, she was like, oh, are you on state insurance or do you have your own insurance? And I was like, I have my own insurance because I work. But it was just like annoying because it's like people assume that you're like a young person getting knocked up, and it's like you're relying on the government to help you, which is like really annoying. And I feel like that kind of took a toll on me my entire pregnancy, because every time like we'd go out in public, I'd wear big shirts, I'd wear sweatshirts. Like when I would have my ortho, I didn't even tell my ortho I was pregnant. I wore sweatshirts so I didn't look pregnant, because I just felt like people were in a sense thinking the same exact thing that she was thinking, like, oh, you're just a kid, like blah 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 blah. So it was just annoying. But I feel like the one thing I regret the most during my pregnancy was not taking pictures and embracing it. Like, that is the one thing that I feel like every mom should get to experience, and you shouldn't let anybody take that away from you. So obviously I had a boy, so one of the biggest questions was like, are you gonna circumcise him? Are you not gonna circumcise him? I feel like that's something that like only you can decide, and you have to go like on your own beliefs, or you have to stick through what you believe. So I feel like you shouldn't allow for people to tell you whether you do want to circumcise him or you don't. So just make sure that that's your opinion. If you are having a boy, that's your choice. So the biggest thing that really irks me to this day is people telling me like how to take care of my kid, and like that I should do this, I should feed them this, I should do that. My kid is my kid. Like, so I feel like people are always in your ear about what to do and how to do it, and you just have to be really stern with them and say, this is my kid, I will be raising him how I want to, but put your foot down, because it's just really annoying having people constantly telling you that. Was I excited about having my baby? I was really excited about having my baby. Like, I knew I was, like, as much as how young, I knew that I was really young, but I also knew that I was capable of taking care of a child. So it was like the best decision I've ever made, and I do not regret that at all. Like, my son brings so much joy into my life, and I love him so much. I tell him I love him like 20 times a day, and I kiss him like 50 times a day. So another question is, are you going to school? I actually did start school in May for my nursing degree, so that's fun. It's kind of hard though, like having a baby, working full-time and going to school, but it's really fun. Like, I don't know, it's just really fun. Another question that I have was I scared? I was scared, more so for like stupid reasons, as like my body, like it's gonna change and it's never gonna be back the way that it was. But after I had my baby, I learned to love my body so much more and appreciate what it can do. Obviously there's times where I'm like, oh my god, I hate my stretch marks, or oh my god, like I'm so, like I hate my extra skin. But it's literally the best thing ever, and like I would do it 100 times over and over again just to have my child. The last question that I'm going to be answering was, how does it feel being a teen mom? Honestly, it doesn't feel, I don't feel like a teen mom. I feel like just a mom. The only thing that's annoying is like people look at me just because I look so much younger than what I am. I'm 20 years old and I had my baby at 19. So I got pregnant when I was 18. I had my baby when I was 19, and then I just turned 20. It's just annoying, people looking at you and giving you like nasty looks. I remember there was this one time, like right after I had Junior, like I think he was 2 months old, we went to a Walmart, and this lady was like, oh, is your little baby brother so cute? Like, you're such a good person for helping your mom. And I'm just like, yeah. They're just annoying. So I feel like you shouldn't really look at how young, like, I don't know, I just feel like people always feel entitled to have an opinion and put their 2 cents in when it's not asked for. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you guys have any further questions, you can always DM me. I'm always on my phone for the most part. So I'd be more than happy to answer any other questions or personal questions or anything like that that you guys may have, just because I personally was scared to always ask people. My sister was a teen mom, but I still felt awkward asking her. So obviously I'd feel more comfortable asking a stranger. So if you guys need any help with anything, you guys can always ask me. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos from me. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.